Hello everyone, I'm RecV5,
And I am Sandman 99.
and welcome back to Fallout 4 G9-13 playthrough.
Yes. And last week, of course, we tracked down an artifact, and then we came back here, and there was like numerous settler attacks. I'm going to call them settler attacks because the settlement itself wasn't being attacked. The settlers were actually spreading out from the settlement and attacking all the neighbors.
Yep.
They were the aggressors, not the...
Hey, who writes the history books?
That's right. But anyway, off camera, I did a little bit more fixing up as well. So I'm, kind of a shortage of building space here, so I just had to put in some, outhouses here, right? So those will do the job. And of course, there's one there with a shower in it as well, a makeshift shower. And I put in a bit of a laundry room over here, and I assigned a bunch of unemployed settlers to other stuff, and...
Look at you go.
Yeah. So that's about it for that. But today, we're going to go and explore Spectacle Island, which is over here. And we do have Warwick Homestead, so we haven't been there in a while. It might be a good idea to check in on those guys, too, on the way by.
You can't step over that log.
I can't step over that tree. Yeah. So anyway, this place should be pretty empty and quiet because there were settlers all over the place here in the Quincy ruins shooting gunners and stuff like that. I think it's because they rush out to protect the provisioners who are, like walking through here or something, right?
Maybe.
Oh, look, there's a Gatling laser just laying on the... What are you doing over there? I heard you swear. What's the matter?
She might have got hurt from tripping over something. Bethesda physics and all.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, it looks like there's some, cool. There's somebody inside this building that doesn't have an interior, maybe.
Are you sure, or do you think that might just be a hallucination there?
It might be just a hallucination. And you'll also notice that I've got some new voices, too. These ones are muttering in unintelligible gibberish in the background kind of thing.
Yep.
I don't think I've actually heard those before. Now what's going on? You know what? I'm going to ignore what's going on here because I think that the Fens Sheriff's deputies, for some reason, don't get along with the settlers.
Actually, I think I should talk like this all the time. What do you think?
So, anyway. We'll head on out here past Poseidon Energy. I forgot I can sprint all the time.
Yeah, because you were playing a lower level character earlier, huh?
Well, just about everybody is a lower level character nowadays, right? Like, this is, aside from that character Sam Perry that I, brought up to, something like level 260 or something, this is like about the highest level character I've ever played, right? And actually, I looked at the, because it tells you, but in the load screen, when you select which game you want to load, it tells you how many days and hours. And we have played about 24 and a half days worth of hours in this playthrough.
Wow.
So here we are at, it looks like we need to build a Brahmin trough, maybe.
I wonder how much of that was on camera.
What do you mean?
Well, how much of that 24 hours of total game time was on camera?
Most of it, because I avoided doing a lot of stuff off camera. I only would occasionally do stuff off camera if it was like administrative duty type stuff, right?
Yep.
So maybe wow. Okay, I guess I haven't been here in a while. Maybe
half the settlement is unemployed.
Maybe, I don't know, I would say I have to say less than 20 hours, maybe, has been off camera. Well, yeah, actually, most of the settlement is unemployed.
But they're all super happy because they probably have like a shitload of paintings in the back.
Well, maybe not paintings, but they have enough food and water anyway. So You know, like there's a few people doing all the work for all the slackers, right? So, anyway, you know what? Maybe because these guys are not too terribly unhappy right now, I'm going to go to Spectacle Island first, because then I can assign one of these settlers as a provisioner to come back. Although, actually, that's not much point in doing that, because they'll just drown anyway, right? I'll have to build a Mr. Handy robot as a provisioner, because that's the only kind of provisioner that you can actually have. So there you go. So anyway, but I can always come back and do this, you know, settle this up here off camera, because I think we're going to be doing lots of building in the next couple of days anyway. So you remember those bridges that I showed you? Like
yep.
the bridge repairs? Well, as part of that same mod, I made this.
Okay. The long bridge to Spectacle Island.
Well, it's more like a really long dock, maybe. Yeah, listen to the mumbling and muttering.
Yep.
And I'm thinking that I need to double the size, like double the width of this. And then I wonder if I were to nav mesh this, because it's not nav meshed right now. You'll see Kate trying to, and Archie both trying to swim alongside this thing, right? Because I haven't gotten around to doing the nav meshing for this yet. But anyway, at least I didn't have to swim across. And here we are at Spectacle Island, and there's some kind of little bug that just tried to land on my nose. Wow.
Weird.
Oh, and here comes... Yeah.
I suspect it must have been a spider. It looks like there's a little web above you.
Is there?
On the roof there.
Must have been... Whoa! Is he looking up and not seeing what's going on down here?
Quite the scary one, aren't you?
Did I lose humanity for that? No. Okay. Oh, there's a blood rage mirelurk. There must be a one of those Navita sanguine vampires around here somewhere. Okay, yeah, I was just having a fit of rage there. Although normally most other vampires, except for the clownless ones, are not generally hostile, right? Okay, well, I think that, yeah, right, we got to figure out where the workbench is in this place. I think it's actually up here on the top of the hill in the middle of the area. Somewhere around here. Oh, okay, there's a dead guy here. Got a melon. Oh, another one.
Ooh. Kind of expected that.
You know what I actually am. I'm a mental projected personification of your insight.
Kind of just gives you an idea of just how much punch this revolver packs, though, hey?
Yep.
You know, to be able to one-shot glowing mirelurk hunters with... Where'd that other one go now? Oh, there's another dead settler there. They're all over the place here. Have a look here and see what's in this place. Oh. guess we'll follow the ramps. They're bound to lead somewhere. Into this shipping crate full of mannequins.
Dummies. Yeah, mannequins.
I don't have to follow the path, though. I can make my own path. Oh, wow, a shipping crate full of safes.
Got it.
There's a lot of shit in that safe.
There's a lot of stuff in that safe, yeah.
Maybe they were running a business selling people's safes.
Yeah.
Steal a safe. So if you can't break into a safe, just steal the whole damn safe and sell it as like a random box of stuff.
Yeah. Actually, I saw something interesting. It was an old movie a long time ago called Breaking In. And it starred an actor named Burt Reynolds, who was a big-name guy in the 70s and 80s, like action movie guy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, like Sharky's Machine and White Lightning and stuff like that, like pretty popular action movies. And he was playing a burglar, and this guy had all kinds of novel ways to bypass security, like, you know, those wall safes.
Mm-hmm.
So what he did when he went into this house to break into this wall safe is he actually uses a fire axe, and he basically chops the wall away around the safe and pulls the safe out. And then he lays it on its face with the door facing down, and apparently the back of the safe was made out of thinner material than the sides and the front. So he just chopped a hole in the back of the safe with the axe. I don't know if there's any basis in fact behind that. But
yeah, actually, security is kind of funny like that.
But yeah, like they would be designed so that you know, like the casual burglar, I guess, wouldn't be equipped to actually you know, drag the thing out of the wall, right?
Well, you're only as secure as whatever you're fixed to, though, right?
Yeah.
There's no point in having a metal door if the door frame is made of wood, right?
Oh. Wow, well, Kate just one-shotted that guy. I didn't even have to shoot him.
Do you think a motorbike would suit me? I want a motorbike.
I guess
Can we
there's
go look for a motorbike?
nothing underneath there. What about over here? Oh. Hey, wow, it just leveled up. What should we do for our level up?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either. Well, let's see here. We could go for that, finish that off, or the thing is, though, you know, in the luck row there's so many things that are tied to VATS, and I use VATS so little, right? I could find more ammunition, containers. What else could I do? Yeah, see, that's a VATS-based perk too, right? +2 to intelligence and perception between 6 p.m. and 6 a.m. Oh, okay. I could work on finishing this off too.
Yeah, might as well.
Sure. Never hurts to have more resistance. Okay, here's the workbench. Signal checklist. Make sure the wires to the generator are all connected properly. The last thing we need is another short blowing out the generator, Randy. Generator must be on before turning on the signal tower. I suggest you stay out of the water when flipping the generator switch, just saying. You'll know the signal is playing when, well, you just know. Once the feedback goes away, it will sound like there's nothing coming out of the speakers. There is, but only the Mirelurks can hear it. Oh. Okay. Well, that would be the switch. You cannot use this workshop yet. Okay. Breaker is not functional. However, we did manage to turn some lights on. Okay. Maybe we'll follow this power line here and see if there's something at the other end that needs to be connected. This boat, maybe. Okay. Oh yeah, it said don't stand in the water, right? Okay, there we go.
Have you heard of the mole-rat disease originating in Vault 81?
Ooh.
Hey, what do we have here? Well, that was easy.
It's not so bad when you've got the cover of a ship to protect you.
Yeah. Well, I did get a little bit of that poison spit stuff on me, but... Oh. Okay, anything else? Is that it? Okay, don't need any of that other junk. Okay, so I guess we had to turn on the switch in the boat, because that's where the generator is, I guess, right?
Yep.
And I guess we follow the power line all the way back up here again. Yeah, I'll bet you these ones that I see here under the ground, they probably pop out when I do something else that triggers them, right? Like maybe throwing this switch. Like that.
Yep.
Hold up. Hear that?
I can't help you fight, you know. I'm not real.
Oh.
What do you expect me to do?
Junkie select shotgun.
Well, it's a select shotgun. Although
Yeah.
I think you already have one.
Yeah, I wish that I could find a legendary Brel submachine gun. That's what I'd like to find. I did find one, actually two, in one of my side playthroughs, right?
But you somehow haven't been lucky enough in
I don't
this
know.
one.
I think that the level lists, to tell you the truth, never turn out the same way every time you do a different playthrough, right? I think there's some kind of random generation of them, to tell you the truth. Okay, we need to be careful about scrapping trees too, because if we scrap trees that our power lines are connected to, well, those are our power poles, right?
Yeah, and you'll have floating...
And then you'll have, well, or maybe they'll disappear, I don't know, right? I have a feeling that some of these tree clusters were probably not meant to be scrappable items, right? It's just that with scrap everything they are.
Your situation is, you're an immortal, with your mind slowly turning to mush. Kid, you really are.
Anyway,
fucked.
instead of manually scrapping this whole thing, maybe what I should do now is go back to Warwick Homestead there and get a provisioner over this way. If I can remember which way Warwick Homestead is now.
If you can remember which way the mainland is.
Yeah. Well, there, I think I see it now. That round doohickey on top of the... yeah, maybe once I get this, and I got a couple of other bridges that I haven't done the nav meshing on either, right? Kind of like that one that's over by Egret Tours. Although I did get the one at Egret Tours done, and I got the railroad bridge between Grey Garden and Oberlin Station done, right? But I've got two more. There's one, I think, on this bridge right here, right? That's a raised bridge. And then there's one more that I did over here at Gibson Point Pier, right? That I haven't nav meshed yet. But I'm thinking that I want to double the width of this one. Like, I'll just copy and, you know, make a duplicate of all of the walkway sections here.
Yep.
And then I'll try and do nav meshing on that so that I can at least get followers to follow me across it. And then I'll have to do some reading up and see if there is something that I can do with provisioner pathing. Because it apparently is different than nav meshing. Because even though that railroad bridge is nav meshed and my followers will follow me across it and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Provisioners still swim the river, right? And I don't know why. So obviously there's a different set of pathing for provisioners than there is for oh yeah, right. While I was talking about that, I completely forgot that I need to actually build a robot in order to be able to do that. So I built that provisioner uniform for nothing. Okay. Where do I want to build my robot workbench? Guess we could just throw it in over here somewhere, right? Out here. Okay, so we'll go Mr. Handy Torso. And I don't know. Oh yeah, it looks like I've got lots of materials, so I might as well build the
Creme de la creme.
best armor available and all that kind of stuff, right? Oh, Nuka armor, which is better than rear. Wow, okay, sure. Middle center slot, Mr. Handy Eye. Okay, well, sure, we'll do that. And left arm. Okay, we probably want a sentry bot. We'll go to, what do we do? Yeah, okay, we'll go with a sentry bot left arm with the max armor. And
So where are we off to next?
left hand Gatling laser gun, huh? Okay, right arm. Sentry bot right arm. Okay. And right hand. Right minigun. Yeah. Legs, we'll go with Mr. Handy Thruster. With the max armor for that. The voice, do you want, what voice do you want?
Hey man, go with the female voice.
Female voice? Okay.
Sure.
And paint. We can change the paint job. Let's, oh yeah, black and red with the Nuka-Cola theme there, right? Yeah, okay. So.
This unit is currently in factory default mode. Do you wish to enable this unit's personality subroutine?
Yes.
Sure, that would be great.
Acknowledged.
Not really, no.
Personality
Look at
subroutine
me.
activated.
I'm irrelevant.
A pleasure to see you again, ma'am. Are you ready to depart?
Let's
I
trade
just
some
want to trade a
items.
few things.
Certainly. Help yourself, ma'am.
Okay. So, we're going to turn you into a provisioner to connect. I gotta find it now. Spectacle Island. Okay.
And now you don't have to worry about your provisioner drowning.
Well, that's what I discovered, is that I kept losing provisioner lines to Spectacle Island, so I actually had to look up and find out why, because I thought maybe it was a bug. And there were lots of articles on it, and apparently these, you know, the provisioners, the way that their pathing works, they just dive right in the water and just, you know, and the problem is they don't even swim across, they actually try to walk on the bottom.
Oh, fuck.
And then, and the bottom between here and Spectacle Island is like a mountain
Fishing for
range
a
or
smell?
something. Like, it's impossible to walk up and down, right? So they get stuck down there and then they drown. So, you know, that's just really dumb. I don't know why.
Whereas if your Mr. Handy gets stuck, at least they don't drown.
That's right. Well, also they don't get stuck because they levitate, right? So they seem to be able to maintain that provisioner line, right? But anyway, I guess I have an extra provisioner uniform. You look like you could use a better gun, though,
I
since
just
you
want to
are a
trade few
guard.
things. Of course.
So maybe I'll... Okay, I don't have a fusion core for that. I just found that just laying there randomly in the middle of the street. Okay, I'm going to give you this railway rifle. Okay.
For one of our little chats, is it? Or even of two?
So now we're going to have to build a whole bunch of guard posts, I guess. Let's see what we've got in the way of...
The Central Planning Committee has determined that the best way to solve the unemployment problem is to just draft everyone into the military.
Yeah, well, we need some shops, right? We don't have any shops right now. So I guess first things first, we need to do that. So maybe what we're going to do here is...
There's never anything good to read nowadays. What I wouldn't give for a good newspaper.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to scrap this piece of security fence, and I'm going to... Whoop. Oh, looks like the sky is starting to get light. I'm going to have to start thinking about finding some shelter from the harmful rays of the sun here pretty soon, too. Okay, so we'll stick that on the end of there. Well, okay, I guess we have to do it this way. And that'll give us an anchor point. Better check what time it is here. Yeah, it is just about that time. So we better go hide from the sun here. Did I build myself a hiding place from the sun? Maybe I didn't. I guess I'd better do that. Oh wow, what's the matter with you?
I think they're
That's weird.
they're having a day.
I guess so, yeah. Okay, well, we need to have a look here. Some place where I can hide from the sun, at least for the time being. Might not be my own place, but we'll throw a door on it.
See, your due time for more chanting now again.
Yeah. Okay, well, we'll call that 5:30, so we'll sleep for 14 hours.
Rise and shine, love.
And now you're hungry.
Yep, that's okay. I've got lots of blood packs, so I'll just have a blood pack here. Or I could go and eat one of those dead settlers that's on Spectacle Island, right? Because I have to go back there briefly anyway.
Yeah.
I've gained humanity.
This looks like a decent enough place. So, you know, thanks for giving me.
Hey, and that guy just gave me a shipment of steel.
Have you met any of the other vampires yet? Nasty bunch, aren't they? Kid, you couldn't have been sired into a worse bloodline, trust me.
There, see? There's our robot provisioner. Now that we're connected here, we can actually do some base building here and maybe build ourselves a house, too.
But you better eat something first.
Yep. Going to work on that right now. So I think there's a... Yeah, there's a dead guy right here. Yeah. There, that feels better. Oh, look, there's a thing in here. Oh, there's another dead guy here. Maybe I'll save him for later, eh? Okay. So, are we more or less in the center of this island?
I think you need to use the map to figure out where the center of the island is.
No, we need to go this way, the way that we're pointing here a little bit. It looks like the workbench location is pretty much in the center of the island, actually.
Is it? Are you actually in the center of the island here? No, not quite. You're still in the southern portion.
Yeah, we still have to go this way a little bit here.
Probably this low spot is the center of the island, right where that little structure is.
Yeah,
Turn
right
a little
here.
to the left. That right there, that little tree on the left there.
Oh, okay.
Like the
Well, you know
center
what?
of the island.
I'm going to just go right here. And I'm going to...
I look at you in dismay. I really do.
Structures... Okay, Mr. Salvage Robot. And we'll begin salvaging, because I don't want to do all this drudge work myself, so I'm going to get this robot to do it for me. And I guess if he scraps all my trees and we end up with levitating
power,
we'll just put in power poles, right? It's not like we have a shortage of materials or anything anyway. And in the meantime, while our scrapping robot does that, let's see what our humanity is at here. It is back up to 8. Okay. To tell you the truth, I think I'm 2 feed levels down from, yeah, moderate, right? So I could feed once more and stay at 1 feed level below full.
Well, it would keep the voices a little quieter.
Yeah, maybe I'll just do that.
Synthetic people
Oh, looks
walking
like
about and talking
Archie
underground.
came back too.
They might have a cure for the blight in your veins.
Oh, there's the beep, so our scrapping robot has begun scrapping. That doesn't seem to have made the voices any quieter. Anyway, we'll go back over and take care of Warwick here while our scrapping robot does its work over here, because it looks to me like Warwick really needs some attention. See, there's the castle over there, and I'm thinking maybe I could add another one of these walkways between Spectacle Island and the castle too, right? That might be fun.
That would be a hell of a walkway.
Although it, well, I don't know. I mean, it's not that much.
Well, I guess it isn't that.
Because Spectacle Island is actually pretty big, right?
Yeah.
Whoops, I just fell off. That's why we need to double the width of the bridge, though, because I fell off.
And put guardrails up, maybe.
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, it was a lot of work just to make that bridge. You know how long it took me to do that? It was like hours and hours. Because you have to try and get those in the creation kit, those things don't snap together, right?
Yep.
You have to kind of fudge and fit them together, more or less. Okay. So, I'm not sure. First of all, we need to figure out how much...
There's never anything good to read nowadays. What I wouldn't give for a good newspaper.
how much wood we have. Maybe we need to build out of concrete. I think we probably have a lot of concrete, right? Yeah, we've got quite a bit of concrete and quite a lot of steel. And not that much wood, so I think we're going to build out of concrete for this. Oh, some more seaweed. A pallet. I missed a few things when I was scrapping over here, didn't I? Okay, so what we're going to do here, first of all, is we'll use a barn piece because it's a little bit deeper. And the reason I put this junk wall piece here, at least temporarily, is to give the foundation piece someplace to snap onto, right? Now, is that going to be high enough? Not too sure. Maybe we'll put it there, right? Then we'll store that junk fence piece for now. And we'll go scrap, 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 scrap. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to replace... I guess I could have gone a little bit lower, hey?
Where do I go?
It's
Where
hard to
do I
estimate
go
these
when I'm
things
not
from...
with you? Well, into the innards of your mind, my dear boy.
yeah. Let's see if we can put this thing back there now and see if we can get this a little bit lower. Ah, maybe we'll just fudge it in. See? Now that we got it there. Right, we'll just grab a hold of that and we'll push it down a little bit.
And now you can get it at the level that you want.
Yeah, I think that's more like the level that I wanted this to be. Yeah. Okay. Now that's not that gate is not a perfect rectangle apart here, right? So I think what we'll do is we'll probably replace that gate as well. And we'll get rid of a bunch of those too. Okay. And we'll keep that just for the sake of tidiness, I guess. And we'll get rid of that. And we're going to put in... one of these. Come on. Come on.
Can't do it.
Oh, there. See? Just have to make a face and, you know, look at it in a certain way and that kind of thing, right?
Stand in just the right place.
Stand in just the right place. Now we're going to have to go to concrete pieces. Yeah. Okay, that looks like it actually reaches the ground okay too, hey? Okay, then we will use concrete walls because we have a severe shortage of wood right now. Wow, it's noisy in here.
Yeah, you're getting all kinds of sounds now.
Okay. Need a couple more steps here too. There. Oh, one of those things is not like the other. The concrete pieces are kind of weird to build with anyway. They, okay, we're gonna have to move this one over here. We'll cheat a little bit. Yeah, that one to there. We're building outside of the settlement boundary just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Right now!
I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. God, I hate you, I
Oh,
hate you, I hate you.
that'd be easier to put a roof piece on here
I
first.
hate you. I
Drop
hate
dead.
you, I hate you, I hate you.
Die, I said.
I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now you can put that wall piece on.
Yeah, now I can put this wall piece in here.
Rip it, rip it, rip it. Just fucking rip it.
It's just the way that the snap points work for concrete pieces is just so finicky, right?
You'll be stuck with us forever.
That it is actually a bit of a pain to build with concrete pieces sometimes.
Make sure you put that Pip-Boy to your ear when you're talking to me. People will think we're schizo.
Okay, that looks like it more or less ended up about right. See, you end up with these overhanging things too, right? But there's not really anything you can do about that. You can try and force the wall pieces to snap inside like this, but then they clip into the foundation too, right?
Yeah, well, I think they more tend to overlap, kind of like a bunker building, right?
Yeah, I suppose, eh? But anyway, I guess we'll do some more here too.
I hate you, yes we do.
There you go.
Okay, well, this side overhangs and that side doesn't. Oh well.
Quality construction.
That's right.
Right? This is how the Central Planning Committee
Body
gets
cannot
things
live
done.
without the mind,
Yeah.
but your body does not live. What does that mean?
Top quality craftsmanship.
That's right. Okay, well, we'll build ourselves a couple of sets of stairs now. Okay. Like they're going to be two-piece stairs.
No matter where you put them.
Yeah. Oh. Okay. See, I didn't have that issue with these ones because the wall is inside, right? That's okay. We'll go with some concrete stairs because they're actually made to compensate for that. See that? Okay, just like that.
Go figure.
Yep. So now I guess we got a couple of machine gun turrets that we can move to the top of the wall here. Where's the other one? There it is. There. Now we have a place to put a whole bunch of guards. And we also can put some, well, we can put a couple of shops in here maybe too. Or we could do it outdoorsy type style, right? What do you think?
Yeah, why not?
Sure. So we'll have a trader.
Yeah, they have those fancy ones with the roof things, yeah.
Yeah, just like that, right? Because this is the campfire where Cricket and her guards hang out when they come by here, or other merchants when they start to show up. Okay, then we need food and drink, so we'll set up a bar out here too. And we need a clinic. We could put the clinic inside one of these buildings though, right? That doesn't seem like a bad idea. We'll do that. We'll put it right about here. Right? Yeah. Because if this settlement grows more people, I might need to put more beds in, and then these two little buildings here will give me enough room to put probably close to 20 more beds in if I needed to, right? See, the Central Planning Committee plans ahead.
I mean, you've got 40 beds. Do you really think you're going to need more beds?
I have no idea. I don't know what the upward limit is, really.
Well, it's based on your charisma, ain't it?
Yeah, I know, but I've got ridiculously high charisma. Like, I'm starting to get, like, close to 40 settlers at some of my settlements, right? Like, my charisma right now is 29 with buffs. But anyway, I guess we'll consult the computer here and we'll assign some people to storekeeping and doctoring and things like that, bartending. Because that will take care of 3 of them at least. Okay, and that means now I have 17 unemployed settlers. I could probably use 1 more farmer, so maybe 16 guard posts and 1 more farming assignment. We'll grow some more tasty carrots.
More carrots that nobody will eat? Look at that. You have almost 800 of them.
Yes, but they fit in there so nice and tidily, though. Oh, look at that. There's a settler who doesn't have a job.
Got it.
Yeah. So now I guess we'll build some more guard posts here. I'll have to put power connection in for this door, too. Uh-oh. Time to have a temper tantrum now.
Where to go?
We'll just go hang around over here for a couple of minutes until it finishes and runs its course. Because you know what? Being, heading up the Central Planning Committee can be extremely frustrating. It actually causes me to have fits of temper every now and then.
You know, that explains a lot about central planning committees.
Okay.
Only the unsanguine know that the world is a shadow of
See that? I can actually jump
Get that
over
round
that
your noggin.
fence.
Well, that's because you've got, like, you're super jumping from the rank of vampire year now, right?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, we need to do something about this too. So maybe what we'll do is we'll do something about that. We'll have you hang around over here somewhere. We can put one of these things in too, right? Maybe we'll put that in kind of backing up to there. And look at that happiness just a climbing. Now, how many guard posts did I say?
I totally don't remember.
I don't either. I think about 15 or 16, something like that.
I fucking dare.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Stop riding. Stop your wrist.
8,
Stop
9.
your wrist.
Okay, I'm sure that there's a tall building somewhere where I can put a bunch of guards on top of too.
Stop your wrist. Stop your wrist.
They already did that up here. Now I've got room for a couple more there if need be. One there. Okay, let's put some more here.
Lingerie.
1,
Do you remember lingerie?
2, 3. It's kind of hard to get in here. 4, 5. Okay. Let's see if that's enough. We'll just start assigning people and see if it works out. Here. $16, so I might be short one. Assigned to defense. All. I'm probably going to have to do this step several times.
Yeah, probably, because they only assign, like, 5 people at once.
All.
Fuck. Oh my god.
Okay. Oh, look, we've only got 5 unemployed now.
Oh.
Assigned to defense. 3.
What?
I guess I'm short 2 of them. Like
Oh.
I need to make 2 more guard posts or 2 more shops or something, right? I guess. I know, I'll put 2 more shops in. What do you think? We'll put in a weapons shop. We'll put it right here. And we'll put in a... A clothing shop. Okay, well, we got the computer in the way there. Where else can we put it? Okay, sure. For now, we'll put it in here. We'll put it right there.
Do you think our motorbike would suit me? I want a motorbike. Can we go look for a motorbike?
There's even an echo when I go back inside here. Do you hear a way his voice changed?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, assign to defense. I can assign one more to defense.
Oh, fuck.
There. And then we'll go find jobs for the unemployed, and we can assign one to the clothing store. And then find jobs for the unemployed. And we can assign one to the weapon store. And then everybody should have a job. Yep, everybody has a job. Okay. So what does our defense look like for this place now? 282. That's kind of middling for a settlement this size. Something else that we need to do that I haven't done yet. Okay. Alright, we'll give them good old-fashioned
Fuck.
outhouses, hey?
Sanitation is at prime concern here.
That's right. Now, I think under accessories here, I can even put in a couple of doors for these things, too. As well as, you know, like a newspaper rack. Put in a newspaper rack there. Because they can use Pravda to, you know, like, take care of business while they're in there. Right? Okay.
God.
Okay, and door. Oh yeah, door. Oh, I could have built these things here too. Wow.
Oh.
He borrowed the resources from the whatever DLC that provides the barn type things, right?
Ah.
But it's cool though. He modified this one. You see, you even got you got water pooling in the bottom and flies buzzing and stuff like that, right? Just like a real outhouse.
Fuck.
So probably it's best to leave the doors closed.
Ooh, you're becoming quite the scary one, aren't you?
Okay, so we need to get power down to our door here. And we also need some switches to open and close the door. So we're going to go with delayed off switches.
God, you're so stupid.
Won't you just
I hate you, I
die?
hate you.
Drop
I hate
dead.
you, I hate you, I hate
Die,
you.
I said.
I hate you, I hate you, I hate you.
Boy, the voices are noisy today. Wowee.
Yeah, even after eating.
Yeah.
Rip it, just freaking rip it.
Okay, so we need power pylon up here, I guess. To connect to our switch there. And I guess we'll connect our switch to the door. Uh-oh. Wow, I came in here just in time, didn't I? See, that's what I mean by cheap shots, right?
Yep.
Oh, he's busy fighting with my ghoul hallucination there, too.
Well, that's okay. The settlers are going to get down in that mess now, too.
Yeah. Wow, look at the friendly fire from the missile launchers knocking those guys down, hey? Well, there's two of them. There's that guy, and then there's the other guy that spawned with the Gatling laser wherever he is.
I think he got blown up by missiles.
Yeah. Well, there he is. But that's what I mean by cheap shots, because when those guys spawned, I was like right here, and they literally spawned within 2 floor tiles distance of me, right? While I was in workshop mode.
Synthetic people walking
So,
around and talking underground.
You know, it would be
They
nice
might
if
have the blight in your
that guy
veins.
that... Now what? Again? Oh, okay, I guess that was a vampire this time. Again, that spawned, like, right behind me, right?
This door is a great thing, man.
Yeah, well, it's just that they just happened to spawn just as I do that little trick. You know, where I,
Yep.
because there's no power on the door right now for me to open and close it, right?
But there is... well, not quite.
No, not quite. We got everything connected down here.
Now you need to
We
go
just have
connect
to
up
go,
there.
yeah, we just have to go up there and get power run up there. So maybe what we'll do is we'll put a large pylon here. And, well, we'll branch it off a couple of places here. Just so that we don't have anything too crazy going on over here. There. And then, I guess we'll see if we can reach that big power pylon up there. As we carry the end of this wire out here. See this? Because the only way up there is this way, right?
Yep. Hey, you know, if you made your wires long enough, you could say that it's underground wiring.
Yeah. Well, right now it's underground, yeah.
It's under everything.
Under everything, yep. Except that if it won't let you connect it that way, but let's see if it'll let me connect this. It might be too far, too, or clipping through the corner of the building, maybe. Ah! After all that, it won't let me do it. Okay, well, we'll put another thing on the corner of the building here. And we'll connect it there. That should reach. There. So, now we should have, yep, power connected to the door. Now we just have to go to the computer.
That mole rats
And
might
do a
hold
setting.
secrets to pain relief of their kin. Mole rats have evolved.
Okay, delay switch control. And I like to do 5 seconds. Because with these rolling doors, a 5-second delay is enough that it just about starts to, you know, like it gives you a second or two at the
To get
top
through the door.
to get through the door before it starts to close again, right?
It's because it takes a couple seconds for the door to open, right?
That's right.
Inhibition and shut off protein vectors. It could lead to innovative
So I
methods
found
of
that
safe
5
and
seconds is the
effective
ideal, and I can
well,
disconnect this wire right here,
creating
and then
chem
reconnect it,
alternatives to chem misuse, abuse, and addiction.
and that will
Wouldn't
set
that have
both
been useful
switches.
in a post-apocalyptic wasteland?
Yeah. So, now, what happened here? How come I got no power to that door? Oh, did I forget to connect something? What the hell? The delayed off switch. Okay, it's connected to there. It's connected to, oh, there. It's connected to there. Connected
And to there.
So what went wrong? What's going on? Why is it dead? Okay.
Disconnect and reconnect.
Well, we'll move this over a bit closer to the corner here. Then maybe we'll go down to there. From here. There. It doesn't like sharing a connection, I guess.
How
right?
odd.
It doesn't like sharing a connection with another switch.
I was going to say something to you then, but it would have broken your
There.
mind.
Now it'll work.
Not that
right?
it wasn't broken already.
A little bit of a delay, and then it closes. Oh, now this one too.
Never. You'll be safe
Okay.
here forever. Forever.
I don't know what the hell's going on with this. Okay, we'll disconnect it. And then try reconnecting it. Nope. Oh, I went and I built that as a delayed off switch.
No wonder you're having problems.
Oh, man. Okay. Well,
Wow, even I didn't catch that.
no, I didn't notice it either. Okay, power pylon. We'll move our delayed off switch over here. Put the settler, you're in the way. How come I can't get a hold of that now? Okay, that's just weird. Okay. Disconnect that. We'll disconnect that. We'll get rid of that. Okay. Connect that to that. Connect this to this, except that we can't. Move this out a little bit. And we'll try connecting it to that. Okay, there. Okay. So, a little bit of absent-mindedness notwithstanding, we did manage to get it to work, see?
Just took you a little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's just because sometimes I forget to change, Oh my, it's 6:40 a.m. too.
Time to get roasted.
Yeah. It's a good thing it's cloudy and rainy out. Okay, we better go and hide back in here again. Since I haven't built myself a private quarters here. Okay. So I guess that now we're done taking care of business at Warwick settlement.
All this
Now we're going to wake up having a temper tantrum and being attacked by iBots. Not attacked, but
Like to be antisocial, you're avoidant, you're borderline independent, you're histrionic, you're narcissistic, maybe you're
okay. Well,
Mugged by iBots.
yeah, we'll take a blood pack. That will end the temper tantrum, since we have to eat something anyway.
You're sanguine all the time. Sanguine used to be like being difficult and focusing in the moment, distraction and cheerful,
Okay.
but it also means bloody. I bet you're compulsive. You know that word that they call you?
So, I think we're in good shape here now,
They used to call
right?
something else in those times, I think. And you can have acrophobia.
See, I like to do stuff like this. I like to use, for things like this, I like to use buildings as walls. It's kind of the castle concept, right?
Yeah, basically you've got the barracks or whatever the hell inside the walls, and then you don't have to build extra buildings.
That's right. I haven't talked to Bobby yet? Wow, okay. Okay, looks like I got a few miscellaneous quests there that I haven't really looked after, but we can go over and check on our situation over here in
Obsessive compulsive.
at Spectacle Island now.
There's a whole language called Wankini, and it allows for particular.
And now Archie's talking over top of himself.
But I suppose that's
All because you went and fed yourself. That's, I'm pretty sure, what causes that.
Yeah. Well, you know, it just kind of fits in too, though, right?
Self-defeating
Oh, look.
personality disorder. You should honestly defeat yourself.
Oh, for a second there, I thought he was just crossing over it. He wasn't actually going to use it.
Yep.
That must be really awful.
But you see how the Brahmin is underwater, but he's sort of skating along on the surface?
Synesthesia. I used to
Oh,
have
fuck.
Did you hear that? Lost.
There's another vampire hunter with a
Gatling laser.
Gatling laser that spawned right behind me again.
Maybe you're so worried that you sweat blood around your eyes. Hysterical social desensitization. Yeah, I bet you're.
Okay, where are you, little?
It's because you're just a
Too
corpse.
far away for me to see from here?
Or fell off the bridge. Or got killed.
Maybe got killed. That looks like there's a dead somebody or other over there.
There's also somebody under the bridge.
There's somebody under the bridge? Yes, there is. Is that? Oh, there you are, right there. Can I get you?
Probably not.
They're swimming. Okay, well, that's
the
one
Gatling laser one.
That had the Gatling laser. Maybe I can stand on this. Yeah, there you are. Okay, let's get a
long-range weapon out.
Yep. And that takes care of that. Actually, oddly enough, this just has a reflex sight on it, right? Like, that's not a scope. But it still had a high degree of accuracy out to that range.
Yeah, well, this is that one that we were experimenting with to see what gave you the most shots and VATs, right?
That's right. And you know what? For a laser rifle... What the hell is that? Oh, it's one of those iBots. Boy, those things fly really high, don't they?
Either that or Bethesda.
Well, it is one of those iBots anyway. So let's see what's happening here on Spectacle Island now. Apparently that generator on the boat there gives us 20 power.
Well, that's handy.
Yeah.
Doesn't it feel like there's fingers in your brain that are scraping?
So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the extreme south end of the island, and that's where I'm going to build my house. Because, you know, like I can't, like that high point there, if I start building the shooting range out of that there, I can go north from there. And basically, due to the limitations of the draw distance, you can't draw, like, you can't build the thing more than about 150 yards or so anyway, right?
Yeah, so I guess you could build the rest of your stuff out on the other end.
Well, I figured I'd build my house out here, right? Oh, look, the Brahmin skull. So we'll just help out with the scrapping here a little bit.
Make sure you put that Pip-Boy to your ear
Just
when you're talking.
doing that good old quarry work.
Yeah, that's right. Oops, don't want to scrap that. That might actually reproduce some more later. Okay, what do we got here? It's like somebody buried something or somebody out here, maybe?
Yeah, but it makes you wonder, though, like, how the hell did all that stuff sitting there not get washed away with the tide?
Yeah. Well, you know, there's all sorts of things that are inconsistencies and stuff like that
If I ask
in
you
this
a
game.
question,
And
you
that goes to my whole point, that you have to suspend your sense of disbelief if you're going to play a game like this and enjoy it. And by the same token, you know, people who are, you know, like realism freaks probably shouldn't be taking this game too seriously, because no matter what you do, you're still going to be able to build a 10-foot section of shack wall out of 4 tin cans and a kid's toy block, right?
Yep. Yeah, well, see, what you do is you just collect all those kids' toy blocks and you, like, chip them down through a wood chipper, right?
Yeah, and then well, the thing is, though, there's no adhesive in the crafting recipe, right? So how do you turn that into press board, even?
I don't know, blood, sweat, and tears.
You know, like I said, you have to suspend your sense of disbelief, and you can't take anything, you know, in this game that seriously. And I've seen people, like, I've seen things that people have written where they're all worried about, you know, authenticity and realism and in you know, like weapon calibers and you know, uniforms and combat gear and all that kind of stuff, and it's like, what for? Right? This is like complete and total fantasy, you know? There's nothing particularly realistic or authentic about it, right? It's all just made up. Oh, look at that. There are some signs of, civilization out here, even if they were just temporary, right?
I guess it was just too inhospitable.
I'm guessing all those dead settlers that I found on the island here probably were the guys who put all these things in, right?
Yeah, and then they had the dumb idea to wake up the Mirelurks.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a terrible idea. Unless you have a lot of firepower, you probably shouldn't do that. Hey, look at that. I can scrap a beached whale.
Literally a beached whale.
Yeah.
Archibald. When I say
You know, I used to know a guy who made his username online a beached whale.
Really?
Back in the day, yeah.
Yeah.
insanity, my favorite.
Well, why not? I mean, you know what? Did it mean something to him, or was it just a name
It was
that he
just a thing,
picked?
man.
Because for me, like Sandman meant something to me, right? Because it was kind of related to what I used to do for a living.
Yep.
Yes, it was brilliant.
And yours even means something to you because it has to do with, your programming profession, right?
Yeah, I just needed a name to replace my old name.
Yeah, but still, it is a piece of terminology from, like what you do, right?
Yeah, well, because in Unix socket programming...
Yeah, okay, well...
Yeah, we're just not going to go there. It's going to be one of those rants again.
It's related to something that, what you do, right?
Yeah, well, basically it's the name of a Unix socket function, and then I needed to extend the length of it, so I added 5x onto the end. And then it's just like, yep, that's good enough. Except to some services, you only got to add the 5 onto the end. So I add the 5 onto the end without the x. Just kind of depends on what service you're using.
So anyway, I'm sure that the scrapping robot would get to some of this stuff eventually. And I'm not going to do the whole thing. I'm just kind of trying to clear a space to build my house, right?
Yeah, because there's all kinds of shit out here.
Yeah. Yeah, like lots of rocks to scrap and all that kind of stuff. Wow, look at this, eh? Okay. I guess we have to make a decision, so here we go. This is where I'm going to build my house. Can I scrap those big, huge rocks? I can. Look at that, eh? I can pick that hub flower, then leave it intact. I can't. Oh, yeah, I can. I can scrap that big, huge rock, too.
And that one.
Yeah.
And that one.
I just can't stop myself. I'm just... Okay. Anyway, it's about approximately here that I was going to start. So
As you find another rock.
Yeah, as I find another rock. Well, you know what? I'm probably not going to get it perfectly. I'm probably going to miss something sooner or later, right? But anyway, we will start off by building concrete walls.
There's your handle.
Not going to put a foundation down?
When you get
Well,
pissed off,
this
you
is going to
release
be
them
the
out.
foundation, kind of, right?
Ah.
If you know what I mean. Okay, and then we'll do an upper floor thing here, right? Yeah. Okay, that looks like
Bourbon now. Or
I
whiskey.
need a
Is it whiskey
deeper
o'clock?
piece
I
for
think it's
this.
whiskey o'clock.
Oh, that'll work.
Oh, look, another rock. Okay, how far over do we want to go here?
How big do you want to make it?
Oh, looks like I'm up in the air there a little bit. That's not good. Can't have that.
You're just building it with a stable base.
Yeah. We'll just keep it a little bit narrower there. That's all.
Gonna have some grass poking through your floor?
Yeah, well, what can you do? Again, you have to suspend your sense of disbelief, right? Just pretend that that grass isn't there. Okay, we need to go back to these again here.
There you go.
Okay, then move this one in here.
Ooh, you're becoming quite the scary one, aren't you?
It's actually can be hard to place these ones sometimes because the current kind of moves you around a little, eh?
Yep.
So it can be difficult to get a lock. Okay, so now we need we'll move this one in. Yeah, okay.
You need a something or other.
Yep, I do. I need a something or other. Let's see here. We'll throw some one of those. And I guess we'll throw one of those in there too. I guess I went in a little too far there, but we'll throw those in there.
Healthy mind, healthy
Okay.
body, vampire. That's what I say.
Oh, yeah, right. We don't want windows in this place, right?
Not if you're staying here.
Yeah, windows are bad.
Bad for you. If you want to look out at the sea, you can always just walk outside. No need for windows.
Although that being said, I could do something clever too about, you know, because windows at night are not necessarily a bad thing. See, this is where I'll put my deck chairs and stuff, right?
Ah.
Okay, well, we'll put in a, thing like that. So how are we looking for time here anyway?
We are at an hour 25.
Okay, well maybe I will finish this floor and then we'll call it a day. And we'll continue this in the next episode. And just kind of wanted to show people how I do things a little bit, I guess.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. We've got some people in the audience who enjoy a little building now and then.
Yeah. And so anyway. And I don't like that overhang thing, you know. I don't care if it's intended to give a bunker-like look and all that kind of stuff. I think that it doesn't look right. So I don't like it. Which is why I built this thing this way.
Instead of just using foundation pieces.
Yeah. Because if you sink the walls in there, well, it looks kind of like a foundation, right? And then everything that you build on top of it, because I could build this as a multiple floor deal, right?
Yep.
Everything I build on top of this will be, you know, like nicely flush with walls and stuff too, right? I wonder now if I can do something here with the corners.
Yep.
This.
That piece is made for the corners, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and then there, right?
I know, you tend to get more use out of this piece just filling in gaps and settlements, but...
yeah, I use it as a gap filler when I'm building defensive walls and things don't quite work out evenly, you know?
But this is what it's made for. It's made to, as part of this set, to fill in these gaps.
Yeah. Beautiful. Now if I can just get this corner to go, then everything will be just lovely. If I can get down there. Come on, get in there. I know you can do it. Come on.
I heard it click.
Yeah, I know, but it might not have clicked to the right thing. I might not be able to get this one in. Maybe. We might have to fudge something in here. Oh, Red Rocket Lexington needs defending there. See? Now we can get away with only building one. Because it will just extend the back porch a little bit, right? Yeah. So just to finish up here, we'll maybe build ourselves a...
Concrete safe room.
Yep, with a door. And we'll make the door swing inward if I can get it turned around that way. There. That way it doesn't swing out into the middle of the room here, right? And then we can put... my bed in here, right? Right there. And I think that will do. So, 2:26 a.m.
You in dismay.
I guess I could rush off to defend Red Rocket Lexington, but I'd never make it there before morning anyway. So I guess I won't bother. And when we pick up next time, we'll continue to build on Spectacle Island here. Like we'll continue to build the house, and then eventually, once the scrapping robot catches up a little bit, maybe we'll finish, you know, like scrapping out this area, and then we'll build the shooting range.
That'll be a hell of a process. You're gonna have to remember how that's built again.
Well, I figured that you and I would just redesign it from scratch because the original design did have its flaws, right?
True. Yeah.
So, you know, I'm sure that, you know, now that I've done it once and I have had time to think about it a bit, we could probably do better.
Well,
If you
I guess
used
we'll have to give it a try.
extending
Yeah,
squirrels to
but
things
that'll be
like
for,
cherry trees that I'd be washing
if not next
well,
time, maybe the
friend
time
had
after or something. I
trees
think
now,
we're
they're
going
all
to
withered and
actually
dead,
retire
in case you hadn't noticed.
G9-13 pretty soon. But I think we'll finish off this little building project at Spectacle Island as sort of like the grand finale, you know what I mean?
Yep. And
once-
show some people how to build something useful, too, if they want to toy around with the gun range kind of idea, concept.
Well, you do need the mod called... what is that mod called now? It's a mod that allows you to see bullet marks at long distances. And you know what? Maybe it's actually listed in our mod list, which is in the posts section on our main page.
Well, we might be able to...
But maybe I'll just refresh my memory, and in the next episode we'll talk about that.
Sounds like a plan.
Until then,
I'm RecV5.
and I am Sandman 99.
Have a good one.